How did you find out your spouse is cheating on you?
Ooh, okay.
And this lady that responded had quite a unique take on this, on how she found out her husband, I think they have 4 kids.
Oh, geez.
Dad of 4, husband was cheating on her.
So about a week before our 10th wedding anniversary, I was in my office looking through the newspaper. At that time in the newspaper, they would publish birth announcements, the parents' names, sex of the baby, date they were born, what hospital, and if it was a boy or a girl. So I see my husband's name and some other female's name. It was his name because it was an unusual name. So I'm like, So I look at the hospital website where they had also would post pictures of new babies.
Oh my God.
Typed in his name and her first name. Sure enough, they had a baby boy a few days prior. But not only that, they had a baby girl about a year and a half before that.
No.
So yeah, that's how I found out I was being cheated on.
She had 4 kids. I mean, you could see the kid's foot.
I see. Yeah, I see a foot in the background. Wait a minute, but that's not even cheated on. He has another life. He has 2 families.
Yeah, how do you say, honey, that's not me?
No, you can't. But this isn't like I slept with your cousin and you found a pair of underwear. This isn't cheating. I mean, he already had a baby with this woman a year earlier, had a second baby with her while he's got 4 with her, with the one we just saw. He's leading 2 lives.
I think she's got to take some type of blame for this. You have to know that the guy has another family. He's got
how are you supposed to know?
How are you not supposed to know?
He's very good at lying and he's very good at covering. Listen, he may have the kind of job that he travels for a living. So he could be like, I'm gone for a week. I'm gone for 4 days, and then comes back.
I mean, cheating is one thing. Having a whole separate family.
Yeah.
I mean, when your husband leaves home Christmas morning.
Right.
At 7:00, there's a problem. There's an issue. There's something going on.
But he probably didn't leave Christmas morning. He probably said to her, "Oh, I can't believe it. I just found out I have to work over Christmas. I'm going to be gone for 3 days, and Christmas is one of them."
Ladies,
so
men do not work on Christmas Day. If your man is if your man is not in radio or TV, he's going to see his other family.
Right.
I hate to tell you.
But it's interesting that she didn't have any inclination. Like she wasn't even like the way we talked about Diana earlier and how a woman knows, like a gut feeling. This woman didn't say she had a gut feeling. She was literally looking through the paper at birth announcements. She's like, oh, wait a minute. That name is a little familiar. Like that was the first time it dawned on her. That's amazing.
He's got to be really good or she's got to be really dense to not know.
Little column A, little column B.
You have to have huge balls to put your name in the newspaper as a birth announcement.
Right.
Wouldn't you tell your wife, let's not put that in the newspaper today?
He might not have known. Or maybe the woman he's having the affair with doesn't know he's married. He's so good at lying. She may think, oh, yeah, my boyfriend and I just had a second child. I wonder if we're going to get married. Do you know what I mean? Like, for all we know, he's lying to her. Well, he's obviously lying to her, too.
Mm-hmm. And she's going to be pissed to find out that he's got another wife with 4 kids.
Well, so that's what I want to know. Okay, so this guy's got 6 kids.
Mm-hmm.
So aside
that we know of.
That's true. There could be way more. But let's go with the 6 we know about, which is a lot. I understand like this drama between the parents, the women and the man. Fine. But shouldn't the siblings know that they have half siblings? Shouldn't they be allowed to have a relationship with their siblings?
Yeah, you got to know that there's extra parts out there if you need it.
I love how that's it. I'm thinking more about like having a relationship and just expanding your family. You're like,
I'm just thinking extra parts. I'm thinking of kidneys and livers.
Well, okay. Putting kidneys and livers, everyone's healthy. Everyone's perfectly healthy. Never needs a kidney or a liver. Don't ever how about that?
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't you want to know? Let's say it's 4 boys and the other 2, there's a girl. Maybe they want to like, oh my God, we have a sister. Like, wouldn't you want to know them?
I think you can say that because you don't have siblings.
Right.
And in your head, siblings are the most amazing thing ever. And they're fun to hang out with, and you enjoy them, and you want to spend more time with them, and you guys are like twins. But
we can do each other's hair, and we can share clothes. It'll be so fun.
Yeah, you have no siblings, so you have no idea. So look at your boyfriend. Does he get along with all of his siblings?
No.
Okay, I have 3. None of them are full blood, but a half brother and 2 step brother and sister. I could deal without all 3 of them. I mean, all 3 of them can jump off a building. I don't really care.
Yeah, my boyfriend is the youngest of 6. And while he talks to them all, he's only close with one of them. And there's one that he barely talks to. We get a Christmas card every year. And it's not like, hey guys, Merry Christmas. It's just whatever is written in the card. And they just sign it Joyce and Jeff. Like they sent it to an assistant or a secretary or business partner.
Okay, speaking of siblings, here's my issue right now going on with one of my siblings.
Okay.
So my brother divorced his first wife that he had one child with and started dating his receptionist.
Okay.
So the receptionist had 2 kids, and then her sister went to jail, so she took her sister's 3 kids in. Wow. So now my brother has insta family of 5 kids. And there's a little girl that is the sister's little girl that's now living with them. I don't even know her name.
Okay.
So, but she shows up sometimes at Christmas time. It's like, oh, there's a little girl. So now she's graduating high school. She sent a graduation thing to the house. Mm-hmm. Do I have to put a check in there and send it back?
I love how all this always comes down to, do you have to spend money?
I don't know the little kid. I don't know her name.
No, you don't have to get her anything. No.
She sent me she put 2 little picture graduation photos in there and said love whatever the hell her name is.
Yeah, she's trolling for cash. Yeah.
She's trolling for cash. So
yeah.
I don't have to put a check and put it because when my son graduated, I guarantee they didn't send money. So my brother already hates me. If I don't send money, he's just going to hate me more. I mean, I don't care. It's not. I'm not going to.
But if you do send money, it's not going to be enough. Like he's going to continue to hate you, regardless of whether you send her $10, $1,000, or 0. So that's not going to change your relationship with him. You and he are still going to hate each other. Mm-hmm. So no, that they're trolling for cash, and they probably don't have a lot of money because they didn't expect to have the sister's kids as well, so they have this whole family. I mean, I don't care how wealthy you are. That's a lot of kids, and there's no way you can afford that. Anyone could easily afford that many kids. I mean, they probably make it work, but they're probably like, it's a way to reach out to you to ask you for money. Believe me.
It's a money grab.
It's a money grab. So you, as a kind, gentle human being
that loves to give money to people,
might want to give her money. See, that's the other thing. If you give the money to her, is it going to her? Or is your brother taking it?
Oh, I don't know. If I knew her name, if you could.
Yeah.
And that's neither here nor there because I don't know.
You should plant a tree in her name or do something. Do one of those like, I gave money to a charity.
We fed a small child in Ethiopia in your name.
I bought you an elephant. You're supporting an elephant. Have you seen those commercials where you can, I love how they say in the commercial, you symbolically adopt an elephant. Because I'm sure there's people that are like, here's my money. Where's my elephant?
Yeah. If I knew her name, maybe, but gun to my head, I couldn't tell you her name.
It's probably in the card.
Well, it is, but I don't know what it is. If she walked in the house right now, I'd be like, "Hey, little girl, I've known you for 10 years. I just don't know your name."
I mean, do you interact with her? Are you ever going to see her? Do you go to holiday things where you?
They'll show up at Thanksgiving and she'll sit on the couch playing on her phone. My kids won't talk to her. I won't talk to her. We don't talk to anybody in that family. We hate that whole family. But just to send a card with 2 photos saying love Maria, whatever her name is, I don't know.
Right.
It was funny to me.
Yeah, it's a money grab for sure. And it's probably something that she didn't come up with it. It's probably something that your brother told her to do, because otherwise, where's she getting your address from? She doesn't have your address.
Right.
So your brother obviously gave it to her. Here, ask this guy for cash.
Yeah, and I guarantee when my name is brought up in that family, there's always an adjective before my name.
Of course there is. You know what? You know how you don't use other people's names? You use adjective to describe them. Just the purple one, the red one, the not so nice words. That's who you are in that house. You're the a-hole. You're not even Anthony. You're just the a-hole.
The a-hole with the family we don't talk to.
Right. I mean, did they ever give money to your kids? Did they ever do anything? Did they ever buy gifts for your kids or support your kids in any way?
But in my defense, we didn't send them a graduation card.
You didn't have to. Your kids graduated. Your kids had Christmas. Everyone knows when Christmas is.
I think because we're forced to buy the kids something for Christmas, but we didn't send a graduation card saying this is when I'm graduating to my brother for him to pay money. Or he probably would have. So
I think you should. You know what I would do? Remember how I asked the same thing, because I had a friend who asked me to write in the red envelope to her graduating daughter, who I love. She's terrific. If they lived here, I would be all up in her business. She's the coolest kid. And I sent her lyrics to "Lose Yourself" and Eminem. Just remember, you said I should use lyrics, so I did "Lose Yourself," which was actually really good advice. Did you put
the mom spaghetti?
Well, I left it before that part, but lose yourself in the moment. You own it. Never let it go. Like all that. No, you only get one shot. You only get one shot. This opportunity, don't blow it. You know what I mean? It's really good advice. So I that's what I wrote, and she was like, "My God, this is amazing! Thank you." So I was like, I thought she was going to say, "Ha ha ha, where's the real message?" But she loved it. So I was like, "Great, sign my name." That was the end of that.